Good day, people. I'm Abs from Australia. What are you saying, people, man? I just thought I'd do a quick review on the game yesterday. Clearly, I'm fasting at the moment. Still 8 days to go. So I'm just weak. My voice is creaking. My voice is bassy. My lips are dry. But anyway, it is what it is. Man, let's start on the game actually. So, admittedly, I had chess going into this game. I thought this was the moment that Arsenal were going to go to the Etihad and prove the doubters wrong and bring us home 3 points. I thought that, you know what, this was our time. I did say, though, a couple of weeks ago, is that Arsenal struggle after a break. When Arsenal on a 2 week break, it's not the same Arsenal you're getting back. It's a lethargic Arsenal. And to have a 2 week break, and this isn't excuses. Yeah, this is looking at the bigger picture because a lot of people they can't see the bigger picture. You know, they look for literals, and this is why you lot are never gonna do this and do that. 2 week break for Arsenal doesn't help. Never helps. From the first minute I saw Odegaard in that tunnel, I said, this guy looks nervous. I even said it to Stepsy, who was with me yesterday. You can go and watch. You can go and watch my watch along. I said this guy looks nervous. Yeah, and when a captain is nervous and they have that nervous energy about them, then that's gonna filter to the other players. We went to the best team in the world yesterday. Yeah. Now, people are gonna say that Arsenal fans were happy with a draw. Maybe they were, but this Arsenal fan wasn't. This Arsenal fan wasn't. This Arsenal fan was disappointed at the end of the game. Disappointed. However, let's split this. Let's split this up now about feelings. Rival fans were saying it was a boring game. For me, it was probably one of the most intense games I've seen this season concerning my team. I don't care what rivals think either. This game was intense for me. You can ask Stepsy, who's watching it with me. This game was making me nervous because the amount of pressure Man City put on us. Imagine, yeah. Let me break it down like this. Imagine you've got two boxers, two heavyweight boxers. One's Mike Tyson, the other one's Frank Bruno, for example. Or let's match it up. One's Mike Tyson and one is, say, Lennox Lewis. Both great fighters, both heavy hitters, but one of the boxers, so let's say Mike Tyson for now, is laying the shots. And you're just holding on for dear life, laying the shots. Every now and then, you get a little hook, do you know what I mean? Or a little jab, do you know what I mean? But which may push them back a bit, but they're coming forward for you. That's how this game felt for me today. Remember to smash the likes as well, yeah, bro, yeah, because people, you're getting free content here from yours truly, the Abstigator, yeah. So imagine, yeah, heavy hitters going into the ring, and I haven't checked the comments yet because I need to get over my piece and then I'll start reading the comments. So don't get at me. I will get to the comments, but I need to talk about this game first. So yeah, just imagine two heavy hitters going at it from the first minute that whistle blew, yeah, and I saw Arsenal on the ball, I just said, this is going to be a long day for us today. We looked nervy. We couldn't put two passes together. We kept giving the ball away, you know. And although we were defensively quite solid, it just didn't look like the Arsenal of 2 weeks ago, where we were just peppering teams. You know, we were attacking. We weren't giving a damn. You know, there was clearly a game plan from Arteta today, yesterday. You know, he clearly set up not to lose, and I have to give him credit to that, because people talk about plan A's and plan B's. Yeah, maybe that was his plan B, not to lose. Maybe he's confident in going into the remaining 9 games, winning every game. Thinking that, you know what, we've eliminated City now, and that, I don't know his thinking, but you know, maybe on the premise that Liverpool drop. I don't know. I really don't know. But as I said when I started the stream, I was annoyed that we didn't win. But perspectives, we have to look at perspectives now, don't we? Because the game's finished now. And we're going to have content creators talking about this and that and if and buts and stuff like that. However, the game's over now. Yeah. We can talk about the history of City and Arsenal and how they smack us up every time we go to the Etihad and stuff like that. Who the points favour, most, or who that point favoured most. I don't think it matters now. Yeah, I really don't think it matters now. All I'm interested in is beating Luton next game. We've been thinking of City for the longest time. We've been hoping that we're going to catch a City that are not great at home. Sorry, let me correct myself. We're focused on the City that we think haven't been great, but their home record says it all. You're still going up against a monster. Tell me the last team that beat them was Brentford. I think, was it 2 seasons ago? And that was like, I think, the last game of the season or something like that. I can't remember particularly when it was, but we have to take some form of positivity from it. I just feel sometimes that we let rivals get in our heads too much. You know, the rivals seem to be setting expectations for us, but we're Arsenal. Yeah, you don't tell us. You don't tell us what to do. You don't tell us how to enjoy our games. Yeah, you don't tell us how to play. You don't dictate to us. Yeah, yeah. John Sands. Yeah, we are progressing into a monster team. We miss that big boy forward player going forward. We miss a big boy striker going forward. Are we out of the league title? No. Is it advantage Liverpool? Of course. But do you think I'm going to sit here, yeah, and just give up the title when I know that there's still points to play for? What is it? 28 points, 27, 28 points to play for. I'm not going to give it up like that. I'm a fighter, yeah, and I can see that our boys are fighters. So, anyone who wants to come at me, they can come at me in the comments, because I feel that as much as I wanted our team to win, and I know every Arsenal fan on the planet wanted their team to win, yeah, we got over the line, yeah, against City, yeah. City could have scored. Come on, we could have scored. City could have scored. It was one of those games, yeah. If Trossard had done this, if Jesus had done that, it's all these things that happened in the game, yeah. They could have went against us, or they could have went for us. So it's just one of those games. This is what happens in football, yeah. Don't expect the unexpected, yeah, to happen, because that's how life is in general. But moving on. So there was a big question about Jesus starting yesterday, and although I mentioned it in my stream, I spoke about it with Stepsy. Why is Jesus starting? Why is he starting? Why did he start yesterday? He's not fully fit. He's this, he's that. Why has he started yesterday? Those was my questions. But then I'm hearing from everyone else, oh, Jesus shouldn't have started. This, that, this, that. Do you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe we're wrong. Yeah. All I know is that Jesus got the best chances. He didn't score. And Jesus was, I think his defensive display was brilliant. I don't think Trossard would have actually been able to have be so good defensively and run back and help Kivior like Jesus did. So you know what, yeah, you got to cut our players some slack sometimes. Yeah, you got to cut our players some slack. Even though you know what, Jesus, another conversation in the season. That's another conversation. You have to cut him some slack. He worked hard. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, all right. He had a couple of half chances, not clear cut chances. Could have done better with the ball. You know, could have squared it left. Could have done whatever. Could have shot on target. I know that, but defensively, I felt he played well. And in games against City like that, where you don't have no control of the ball, yeah, you need to defend. And Trossard isn't known, for defending. So I understand that. Now, the other argument is, oh, you could have started Martinelli, but Martinelli would have only played for probably 60 minutes then. And wouldn't it be better? This is what I'm saying. There's a lot of people out here that think they're coaches, basically. I've been a coach, but I don't think I'm an expert coach. But I understand the psychology. Martinelli's been injured. You don't start him the first 60 minutes against a fit, fighting Man City team. You bring him on when the team tires. The only difference is, and the only thing I could fault Arteta on is that instead of putting Martinelli on the right, he should have put him on the left and Trossard on the right. That's the only thing. But it's a high pressure moment, You know, in these high pressure games, man, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I know Arteta earns his money. These are the decisions you have to make, and he made his decisions, and the rest is history. I thought, and I'm talking about players now. I thought Saka was poor yesterday, mate. Do you know what? People not gonna like what I've got to say, yeah, but if Saka don't improve, whether he's injured or not, I don't know what's going on, if he's carrying an injury or whatever. If he don't improve, man, we need to sell this guy, man. We need to sell him, because you know what, yeah, his performances aren't getting better. Yes, he's got GA. Yes, he scores goals, but for me, we need players that can play on the counter attack. We need players that have a little bit more to their game. He hasn't got that much pace. He's not very good on the counter attack. He's good at cutting in and stuff like that. But even when it comes to playing down to the byline, he struggles with that. I've played on the wing, so no one here can tell me about wing play. Yeah, I played wing for hella years. Yeah, what I'm saying, I weren't. I was pacey. I weren't the best of dribblers, but you know what? I knew how to get past the man. I knew how to cut it back. I knew how to go inside, drop my shoulder, hit it with my weaker foot, cross. Do you know what I mean? And for me, Saka's becoming too predictable. Yeah. And it's either an Arteta problem or it's a Saka problem, because it's either he's injured and you don't play him, yeah, or you play him and you play him to his strengths. And I'm not seeing that with Saka. Yeah. All I saw from Saka yesterday was get the ball, jockey, jockey, jockey. By that time, Vardiol's back, ready to clamp you. Do you know what I'm saying? Already, it's not working for us. I know we're second or whatever in the league, but I need to see more of this guy going into the final stages of the league. Now you lot can come at me and say I'm being harsh. I don't think I'm being harsh. Yeah. I don't want to hear about ages and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Saka needs to do more. Yeah. But anyway, moving on. There's two centre backs. Yeah. I don't even want to talk about these guys because we know, yeah, they were solid. Both of them shook up Haaland. Yeah, shook him up. These guys didn't, you know what? Haaland was crying, yeah, to Saliba, like, oh please, Saliba, I don't want no more of this. Yeah. The best centre back pairing in the league, bar none. No one ain't telling me nothing about Van Dijk and Konate. Yeah, very good pairing, but when it comes to Saliba and Gabriel, best couple in centre backs in the league. Yeah. Um, right back, Ben White. I thought he was solid. I thought he was okay. Defended well, going forward. He put in a couple of crosses, but really and truly, yeah, we didn't have much, possession of the ball. What is it? 14% or something like that. If someone can correct me, or 20 something percent, I can't remember. Kivior, shaky. He's been good this season. He's been good this season, but he looked very shaky yesterday. That's why Jesus was there, backing him up. Smash the lights, people. Yeah, 6 in the building. Yeah, 38 comments. Keep the comments coming. I'm going to be going through them very shortly within the next couple of minutes. I'm just going through the players at the moment. Yeah, Kivior, he struggled yesterday. He struggled a lot, but you would struggle against Bernardo. Top player. Bernardo was cooking yesterday. Although he didn't do much in terms of his final ball, he was cooking Kivior, every time. And it was a good thing that Jesus was on, because Jesus was there defending. So sometimes you have to look at the game as a whole instead of like, oh, why did he start at this player? Why should this player should have started? Shut up. I'm not interested. Yeah. Midfield. I didn't really notice Jorginho yesterday. I didn't really think he done that much. He done all right, but I don't I don't it's funny, yeah. When I often watch Arsenal games, I don't often see Jorginho do much. Yeah. So when I don't notice him, that means he's probably having a good game. I noticed a couple of times yesterday though, he gave the ball away in certain situations. I don't think he had his greatest game, but it was all right. Rice, I always notice him. I thought he was solid. There was a time he crunched um what's his name? Rodri. And I was like, this is my guy. This is my guy, Rice. I thought Rice was brilliant yesterday. Breaking up play, he was winning tackles, he just had a defensive, he just had his defensive head on yesterday. I thought he was brilliant. Odegaard, man, the thing with Odegaard, I thought he was okay in spurts, but for me, that final ball to Havertz, man, Havertz was making some proper nice runs, man, that would have got him through, and he just couldn't get that ball through to him. So I can't hate on Havertz for that, because Odegaard, it's like his vision wasn't there yesterday. He made a couple of good plays and a couple of good passes, but I just thought his vision wasn't there yesterday. But I generally thought he worked hard off the ball. All right, there was a time where he kind of like bottled a tackle with Rodri, but I'm not surprised, man. Rodri's a bit of an animal in it, so and you've got a little old Odegaard. He's not that type of player. He's not. If you look at Odegaard, yeah, and actually Odegaard actually fouled him. If you notice, Odegaard actually fouled him afterwards at some point. But Odegaard, when it comes to a 50-50, he's not on. He's not one of them players. Yeah, people should know that Odegaard is not a battle midfielder. Yeah, he's a He's a workhorse. You know, he's not a Xhaka. You know, he's pretty boy playing passes and stuff like that. So yeah, I thought he was all right. Um, you know, he worked very hard off the ball. So I'll give him that credit for that. The front three, Jesus. Jesus frustrated me yesterday because going forward he was whack. Defensively he was brilliant, but going forwards he was poor. He was really poor. You know, some of the stuff he was doing up front, like he was dribbling too much. You know, he just wasn't looking up, yeah, for the pass. He was trying to dribble too much, taking too much touches on the ball when he could have just hit it. You know, who knows? You might get a deflection. The keeper might go the wrong. You don't know in situations like that, yeah. But he just frustrated me yesterday. Havertz, I can't really criticize him too much because what could he do yesterday? You know, he was making movement. You know, the supply to him was cut off. There was nothing going on towards him. You know, he made a couple good runs. Um, I don't even know if he had a shot on goal. I don't even think he had a shot on goal. Yeah, and like Saka as well, as I've already spoken about, I thought he was meaty yesterday. I just thought he was. This takes us back to the injury or whatever's going on with him. Yeah, it's like I just felt he weren't great. Maybe defensively he was all right, but I don't think he contributed too much. And when you have like when Arsenal fans want to prop up players, yeah, and I'm not talking about my people on here, yeah, I'm not talking about any of the Arsenal fans here, by the way. When people want to prop up players too much and call them world class and they're this and that, yeah, step back a bit before you say these things because world class players ton up literally every game. Doesn't matter whether it's City, doesn't matter whether it's Baron on Furnace or whatever you want to call it or whatever. They rock up every game and they're always the standout player of that team, regardless, every week. So although Saka is a very good player, he's not world class and he's not elite. And I don't think he's like one of the best in his position either in the world. Come at me all you want. Come at me all you want, yeah? Because he didn't look great yesterday. Yeah. So that's my verdict on the team. Who was man? Do you know what is well? Hold on, I didn't even spoke on a Raya either. Raya, this guy, every time he was kicking the ball out, he was kicking it back to a Man City player, and he was slipping as well. That guy's weaker foot is terrible. Yeah, a better team would have punished us if it. Listen, this guy. Yeah, I tell you. Yeah, Raya. Yeah, or Raya. I don't know about him, man. There was a shot as well from Kovacic. I just got Porto vibes, man, from that shot. Listen, any closer, and the thing is, look how slow he reacted to that shot as well. He dived. I don't think he would have covered that if that was on target. I don't think he would have got to it. But anyway, guys, yeah, I've been waffling for a long time now. I'm gonna hit the comments because there's 50 of them, yeah. So let's look at the comments and big up to everyone in the comments, by the way. So let's go from the top. So Bargav said, "Hey, Bance, I'm hella mad still." Yeah, you need to be, bro. You need to be, but we move on to Luton now. We have to move on to Luton now, and that's don't think that's gonna be an easy match either. I don't see that as being an easy game, but if we want the league, then we have to make it an easy game. Big up to AFC always. My mods in the building. Hope you're well, my bro. Big up to you, my friend. Barges, as champions, gotta go for the King's Head. Totally agree with you, Bargav, man. That's what we needed to do yesterday. And I'll ask you guys again, yeah. Does a 2-week break or a break always messed this Arsenal team up. Because if we had gone into this game, I'm saying if now, yeah, if we had gone into this game, yeah, of the consistent run that we have been having, do you think we would have played the way we played? Arteta must have seen something in the team that, thought, our best players are not on it at the moment. Rice, okay, before I go through the comments, yeah, Rice has played 2 international games, yeah, and he's played against Man City, yeah, and he's had a brilliant. He's played well as well. He's had a very good performance as well, yeah. Rice is world class in my opinion, yeah, because he turns up for 95, 99% of games, yeah, yeah. He's a 7-8 literally every game he plays, yeah. 7-8 literally every game. If you disagree with me, that's cool. But I think he's a 7-8 every game. I think he's world class. Is he as good as Rodri? No. Is he as good as probably some of our bad boy DMs in the world? Probably not. But he's still 24. So you telling me Declan Rice is not going to improve? He's 24, 25 years old. He's going to get better. AFC says we defended very well. That's why we've got the best defensive record in the league. Yep, 100%. Some of our boys were sourcing, man. Gabriel and Saliba, man. Pocket settings, yeah. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened there, boy. It's lost connection. Sorry about that. We defended very well. That's why we got the best yet. Definitely 100%. Prem was super dead this week. Sloppy goals all around. Yeah, 100, man. Saka was non-existent today. Yeah, he was. And the thing is, yeah, you want to keep giving excuses for Saka, but unless there's some underlying issue that we don't know about, yeah, then there's no excuses. There's no excuses, man. What are you doing? Man City were there for the taking. Yes, they was. But as I said, we started that game nervous. If you saw what I said at the start of the game, we looked nervous going into that game. City were gonna be the controllers of that game. No doubt they had control. We had to just nick one on the counter because that's the type of game that I think Arteta set us up to play. Smash the likes and sub to the Football Bants channel. Thank you, Rosie. Please and thanks. Big up Ravi, man. Ravi's been cracking me up recently, man. This guy's got hella chest, man. Liverpool top in it, 2 points. Big up Ravi Bakari, man. Also in the WhatsApp group as well. Big up your chest, man. Always, me and him always battling, but yeah, it's all love, man. It's all love. It's always intense versus rivals. It definitely is. Hey Ravi, AFC always. Bargain, hope you're well. Rosie doing the salutations and hellos. Last time Man City didn't score at home was 447 games ago. I believe that was 2021. Raw! That's crazy. That's a crazy record. Bargo says happy Monday, happy bank holiday to everyone who's chilling and doing what they're doing. If you're working, then sorry about that. FC says, hey, Rosie. Rosie says, hello. Ravi says, if this game was earlier in the season, this result wouldn't have been so bad because it's at the crucial part of the season as both teams want to win league. That's why it's a bad result for both. We can say that with the same with your game when you played City. Teams are going to drop points, yeah. Even in the last 9 games, yeah. You think the three top teams are not going to drop points, yeah. There's going to be a couple of draws in there, I think, for each team. The games that you don't expect to draw are the ones that you're going to draw, yeah. So don't think that, you know what, every game's a given, because it's not going to be. It doesn't go like that. Football does, as far as I'm concerned, football doesn't go like that. You know what I mean? With the top teams, you've got teams that are fighting for certain positions. You've got teams that are fighting to stay in the league. Yeah. So football, listen, football's a humbler, but it's also hard to predict at times. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't expect you to kind of like, I wouldn't say you struggled against Brighton, but Brighton nearly had you, mate. I tell you, yeah, that game could have easily finished the draw, but you got it over the line. So you know what? Props to you guys. But it doesn't matter about in earlier in the season and later in the season or whenever now. Yeah, points get dropped. You drop games. You know what I mean? We drop games to West Ham. You know, we dropped points to West Ham, which I think feel that should have counted for now. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? These things happen. Rose says you well. Arsenal still need a top striker because for me, the way City were, if Arsenal had a gunman, they would have beaten City. If Arsenal had a gunman this season, yeah, we'd be top of the league easily. Yeah, I would be top easy. Luton, they know how to score goals early. Yeah, Spurs. They asked Deji, he knows about that. Tony says happy Easter. Big up, Tony. Tony says big up, Bants in the panel. Yep, thank you, my friend. We need to win 8 out of 9 to win this title, maybe even all 9 games. Yeah, do you know what? I kind of agree with you, but we've got some hella tough games. I think that we can go to Spurs and beat them. I think we can go to Man United and beat them. Might be a draw though. That's going to be a tough game. So we've got some tough games. They're really hard to call. All I'm seeing is Luton. That's I don't care about the other games. All I'm seeing is Luton. All I'm concentrating is on Arsenal. All we need to do, Arsenal fans, concentrate on Arsenal. Win your games, yeah. Don't lose no games, and see where we're at the end of the season. There's 27 points to play for. Yeah, you're right. I think Arteta can't make big decisions in the key moments. They talk about the players not handling pressure. They reflect the manager. Do you know what, December? I totally agree with you. Can you imagine like the pupil, the student against the teacher? You know, that's always going to be difficult. But one day, yeah, that student's going to get advantage over the teacher. It happens. But it is what it is. We have to move on. Keep hitting that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, people, yet. Please do. For 2 teams vying for the title, yesterday was poor on both sides. There were no closer. There were no closers, especially for teams that had so much money put into them. They always have off days, though. Nah, I totally agree with you, Rosie. You're right in that respect. I think you mentioned as well that in the Liverpool game, that the performance just wasn't great. You know, it didn't look like a title-winning team. But you can also argue that it's business end, isn't it? Do the performance have to match? As long as you're getting those points on the board, doesn't really matter, really. You know, it's not about sustaining performances now to the end of the season. It's just about getting those 3 points. Yeah. The good thing about Liverpool is they've got Salah, world class. Yeah, can score a goal from anything. You know, can score. You know, any time in the game, win his team a game. You know, he's brilliant. You know, and that's what we need. We need someone, not just Declan Rice, but we need someone, a killer winger, forward, left forward, right forward, whatever. We need someone of world class status in that position. Odegaard was on the ball too long as at times. He needed to move the ball quicker. For real, yeah. I felt Odegaard, man. Sometimes Odegaard for me isn't a big game player at times. He struggles in big games. You lot can correct me if you need to, but I think he struggles in big games at times. I think sometimes the occasion gets to him. I think the emotion gets to him. I think he's a terrific player. But I think he needs to start understanding, yeah, that we need you in these big games. Yeah, we need you to do something special in these big games. Yeah, because the more you do certain things in these games, these special moments, yeah, the more we're gonna respect you, and the more rivals are gonna respect you. But we love you all the same anyway, Odegaard, man. I've got bare love for you, man. Do you know what I mean? I know your heart's 100% Arsenal. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we just need to see a bit more from you in these big games. And Man City is probably the biggest game of the season, obviously for us at the Etihad. Trossard, aka Robbie Williams, should have come on early. Robbie Williams, you know, bare disrespect, bro. This Ravi brother, he makes me laugh. What's happening in Nketiah and Smith Rowe? I don't really care about Nketiah, man. We can sell him. You man can take him off us if you want. Yeah, we back up to Diaz and Jota and man there. Smith Rowe, I love this player, but I think his time's done with Arsenal, man. Do you know what I mean? I just don't think he fits into the Arteta style of football. Arteta likes his players to be fit, physical, able to run up and down the pitch. I just don't think Smith Rowe actually fits into that role. So I think we need to sell him at the end of the season. And in Nketiah, they can both go make a little bit of money, because Arsenal need to start making money now, yeah, and buying big players. You know what I'm saying? Because we're close to a title. We are very close to a title, but we can't keep um, not getting over the line, because every time we don't get over the line, there's two things that happen. Teams get better, and other teams want to nick some of our players. So if those two things keep happening, then we're never gonna get to that promised land. So we need to kind of like we need to balance it very well. So I think those two players can go at the end of the season. Saka needs a bad boy striker to next to him, not Kai Havertz, and Godson up top with him. Saka needs to fix up, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, yeah. Because listen, Saka, I can see next season City calling for Saka, rumors starting for Saka. Saka's not happy. Saka's this. Saka's that. I can see that happening next season. I'm telling you. I'm telling you straight. If we don't win anything this season, then there's gonna be like next season. There's gonna be rumors are gonna start. Saka to City, Saka to wherever. That's gonna happen. And mate, if we can get big money for him and then go and buy like a Vinicius, or I know Rodrigo or Neto, or I know these guys are injury prone, but someone told me a bad boy winger we can go and get. Olise. There's players out there, man, that can do the same job. I think. Smash the likes. Tony. Yesterday's game needed Martinelli's pace. It did. Jez, respect. Yes, it did. To be fair, Saka was playing with an injury though. This is the thing though, yeah. And this is a problem though. Why is Saka actually playing if he's playing with an injury? What sense does that make? Biggest game of the season, and you're playing Saka with an injury. It doesn't make sense. So that's on the manager. That's on the manager. And has Saka been playing with an injury for most of the season? Because he doesn't turn up against big game. Where's the Saka that we need in these big games? Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like we can't have it both ways. It's like drop Saka if he's injured, don't play him then. Simple as that. And that's really frustrating to me. Yeah. I know people love Saka and everything. I love Saka as well. He's from my ends, yeah. He's from my area. Yeah. He went to a school in my area. So if anyone loves Saka, I love Saka, but it's getting to that point, yeah, where this Arteta Saka relationship, yeah, is becoming toxic. It's just like, I love you no matter what, yeah. Even if you're in pain, I still love you, and I'm still want the best for you, and I still want you to play. Nah, man, he needs to fix up with that. Big up, Ravi. I'm not Jez, mate. I was like, Jez, what's he talking about? Do you know what I mean? But I think it's the, well, no, it's not the logo because the logo is different, isn't it, for Jez? AFC away is lol. I always get confused because of you. Yeah, exactly. You're not the first person to say that. Smash the likes, people. Kivio looked nervous. He did, and Rosie agrees. Man, I've been going for 40 minutes. This was supposed to be like a 10-minute thing, and I'm just talking. Vance, at times I thought Ray was playing against us, bro. The man could have like given like City an assist. And the chatter, well, Odegaard's our captain, should not be backing out from 50-50 balls. Yeah, I do agree with that. But if you see his game, he's not someone that's really a big tackler. 7 likes. I expect more than that. If people, can you like the video, please? If not, then it's fine. Trossard made more of an impact when he came on. I think he done all right. I didn't think he done loads. All right, there was a couple of times that he came out with the ball out of midfield, and he did win some good free kicks and stuff like that. It was just that you remember moments in seasons, and that was a moment. That was the moment, yeah, where he could have. It wasn't the easiest cross, by the way, yeah, because Martinelli was kind of slightly back as well, so it wasn't the easiest thing. But then again, in that position, you're shooting. Why not just you know what I mean? Hold on to the ball, cut inside, either shoot then or wait for players to come in so you can pass to them. I just think that his decision making in that moment wasn't great. But that goes back to another argument. Why didn't we start him? Because maybe, he was he was cold in that situation and he didn't, so I want to be fair and I want to look at it from, a positive perspective as well, if I can. I wouldn't play Saka against Luton on Wednesday, nor would I, but Arteta probably will. YFC topped up the Lecky meter. Liverpool, we missed a few chances, but even with Salah is not playing well, he always adds something. Exactly. Salah could have scored 4 or 5 goals yesterday. This is what I mean, yeah? And this is the difference, yeah? People are quick to say Saka compare with Salah. Even an injured Salah is dangerous. You telling me Salah has never played for Liverpool on an injury and still being effective? This is what I need to see from our boy, our star boy. Yeah, he's playing with an injury. Yeah, but I still need to see something. I used to play football injured, and I was still effective. Maybe I was 89%, but I was still effective in certain areas of the pitch. Yeah. And that's the difference. That's the difference between a player up there and a player there. It's as simple as that. Yeah, there needs to be big questions on my guy. Yeah, or on the manager. Yeah, because it's either one or the other. It's like, why is Arteta? Let me ask the chat this. Why does Arteta play Saka if he knows he's got an injury? Is it because there's no one good enough in that position to is there no one good enough in that position, or is it a case of, well, that's lost my train of thought actually. Yeah, is it a case of that he's not good enough, or am I playing? Sorry, no one else is good enough, or should I play Saka back into form? What is it? Because I just don't see it. Man, I know this guy's our highest goal scorer or whatever, yeah, but for me, yeah, I need to see more from a winger, bro. I need to see more from this winger, and I don't see enough, man. I don't know whether he needs to change his position into like a more of a 10 or something like that. But I don't see enough from Saka. I don't see enough from him. Liverpool missed more than a few. Ravi's on the chat today, you know. For me, in a crucial game at this stage of the season, you can't be playing safe in games when you're going for the title. Yeah, I agree with that. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. But if we'd have lost yesterday, then we'd have been out of the title, and City would have been on your neck. So that's the way it goes, isn't it? Remember, Arsenal are not used to winning titles of recent, Ravi. So it's difficult to, you know, for an experienced side like Liverpool. Yeah, you guys can go toe to toe with Man City, but we don't get no change when we go to Etihad. Remember, yeah, we got smacked 4-1 last season. You know, without Saliba in the team. Yeah, so it's easy to say that you should go toe to toe with a team like this, but you know what? If we got smacked like 3-0, 4-0 yesterday, then we just look like the fools, isn't it? So we're still in the title race, but it's advantage Liverpool. I'm generalizing, Rosie, generalize if I mentioned every miss, it would be longer than the book of War and Peace. Big up Anthony Herbert, man. Nice to hear from you, my friend. He says, big up Bance. And listen, we need to do the Bert and Bance show, man. I'm listen. I need to contact you, man. We need to do something, mate. You know, this guy is a legend, Anthony Herbert, man. We need to do a show one of these days, my mate. I'll arrange it. Let me get Ramadan out of the way and stuff like that, because after Ramadan, I'm gonna be talking to a lot of content creators, doing more shows, etc. And yeah, I'm just doing my thing, man, because sometimes you got to do your thing, you got to go your way, and you know, just do your own thing. Big up Bance. Glad we didn't lose the game. Was a bit flat for me yet, but bring on Luton. It will be a hard game. We want the league, they want survival, but there should be only one winner. 100%. Totally agree with that. Too true. You're too well, but bit of banter there. Are you more concerned about Man United or Luton? That's a question for me. No, I'm more concerned about Luton at this stage. I don't know, I'm not. I don't think 3-4 games ahead. Man City's what, 2 games to go, I think, at the end of the season or something, or 3, or I can't remember. No, Luton are the team that I'm concerned about. Luton are the team that I'm concerned about because they're fighting for their lives, and they're the next game. Drop points to Luton and Liverpool win, then they go what, 4 points ahead or something. So Luton are the ones I'm concerned about. Man United, I'm not concerned about them at this moment in time. But says, good Rosie, hope you're good too. Bant's not even a charity shop, one ESR and AK. This guy, look, you see, this man's not mocking our players, you know, bro. Madness. These men are West Ham level as far as I'm concerned. Saka, Jesus, Odegaard were poor in the game. Yeah, yeah, they were, but I thought Jesus was good defensively. I know it just sounds weird saying that Jesus was good defensively. I thought Odegaard worked his socks off. Saka worked hard as well, but I just felt that we needed more from him going forward. And in big games, you know, I'm expecting a lot more from my star boy. Even if he's carrying an injury, I'm still expecting a level of something from him. And I didn't see anything yesterday. Jorginho's out of contract in the summer. Yep, you can go as well. Yeah, I'm well over the moon. My son has been working from building site to building site. He's just got a permanent job in Edinburgh. Congratulations, Rosie's son. Yeah, big up to him. You know, work is so crazy at the moment in terms of employment. Yeah, it's been crazy. But you know what? Congratulations to your son, and I hope, you know what, yeah, that you know, I hope he enjoys his job, and I hope it all goes well for him. So big up to your son, Rosie, and make sure he hears this message. That's good, Rosie. I'm in a building trade to got to expand your options in that trade, definitely. Yeah. I work in like technology, so I'm more into like that critical thinking type of stuff. So, you know, I'm more like management, you know, critical thinking and managing people rather than tools and all that rubbish. I've done all of that and it's boring. On the positive, Tomiyasu looks good. He's a decent player. You know, Tomiyasu, yeah, I thought he was all right, but his touch, man, his touch is a bit Sterling-esque, mate. His touch is a bit funny, man. Couple of times that ball just like was a bit of a toe punt control. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I think he needs games. Once he's settled back into the team, I think, you know, he'll do brilliant defensively. Anthony Herbert says, question Bance, I thought our players would be better mentally. What's your thoughts on it? Wow, this is a good question. This is a very, very good question. To go to Man City and not lose, that showed that we had some form of mentality yesterday. That showed that we have improved our mentality. Regardless of the result, people would have thought we would have lost that game. People was expecting us to lose that game, but we didn't. So I'm taking positivity from that. The mentality has to be how we finish the season, and that then we can actually go back to this point, and then we can actually have a discussion. But I felt since we've come back from Dubai, I think our mentality has been spot on. All right, we was a bit nervous, but who's not going to be nervous playing Man City apart from Liverpool? You know, what did Man United? What have anyone done at Man City this season apart from Liverpool and Arsenal? No one's done anything really, have they? Brentford, they done all right, but they still lost. Chelsea, you can argue Chelsea done well when they went to the Etihad as well. So I think we've come a long way. I still think there's levels, and I still think we need to bring in better players as well. I'm not comparing Saka to Salah because they are both at different ends of their career. I'm not saying you, Ravi, but that's always the argument. It's always a comparison. Oh, Saka and Salah and the top five right wingers in the world, and it's nonsense, man. Saka's nowhere near Salah in any form. Definitely, he's a qualified joiner. He's been getting agency work for 14. Oh, good. That's very good. He's only 18, but the full-time job is a scaffolding job. Hey, them scaffolders get paid, man. I know some scaffolder that's on $1,000 a week. They get some good money, man. So that's a good job. That's a good job. Is it scaffolding or roofers? I don't know. Well, anyway, it is what it is. I'm here for the Burt and Bance. Oh, listen, mate. I need to make this happen. I need to make this happen. You can go your own way, Joker. Yeah, I've been used to managing charity shop paperwork and running the team. Yeah, I know paperwork, not at the moment though. So that's it. I've read through 50 or so comments. I've read all your comments. Let's say some shouts before I jump off. Listen, I only was meant to do an 8-minute, 10-minute stream, but it just got into a long-winded discussion. But let's do some shouts. So shout out Bargav, man. Big love to you, man. AFC always. Big up the mods. Rosie as well in the building. Shout to Tony. Shout to Ravi. Shout to the assembled. Shout to Anthony Herbert. And who else have I missed out? Anyone else? Shout to anyone else that I've missed. Anyone else who's going to be watching this back. Make sure to like and subscribe. And everyone have a great bank holiday Monday. And I hope it's relaxed. And I hope that you all have a good, peaceful day and enjoy your day, etc., etc. But yeah, I think I've waffled enough now. But on to Wednesday. Hopefully, I'll be doing a watch along. I'll see if I can drag Mr. Stepsy. See if we can do a watch along together. That should be funny. Stepsy's always funny, man. Do you know what I mean? He always cracks me up. So yeah, big up yourself, guys, and we out, man.